Hello again and welcome back to the channel. We are doing my thoughts on the new hero of the month. It's blue, it's Iris, and that's cool. Ooh, the power creep's getting up there. It's nearly 800 power just from being standard. Okay, wizard class. Mana buff on Dispel. Okay, 10% mana each time a buff is dispelled from a hero. Okay, I wonder if that stacks. So if they had, say, if you were using normal Kirill with this character, would the attack buff and the defense buff getting dispelled give her 20%, or whether it's just 10%? So is it 10% per buff, or just every time they're dispelled? So does for instance, if you were going up against a costume Vivica, and Vivica went off and dispelled both your buffs, would you get 10% because there's been one dispel, or 20% because it's two buffs? Okay, we'll have to test that. She resists burn, so it's not really that relevant anymore because Gravemaker's basically dust now. No one really uses him with all the Elizabeths and Black Knights and Garnets and Octros, and yeah, he just doesn't really get use anymore, especially with all these limit broken heroes with like 1700 health. Like Gravemaker's burn just doesn't touch that anymore. Attack that is pretty reasonable. So is the defense, about right in the middle of where you'd want them to be. So with the health, actually, it's very sort of average health. Health, attack, defense stats. She's at fast speed. She deals 325% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby enemies. That's not brilliant. She dispels buffs from the target and nearby enemies at the end of each turn for 3 turns. Okay. Deals extra damage against fire. And plus 10% attack for 4 turns for ice and allies. I think she's a fairly decent hero. Let's just compare her to, who do I have who does damage to nearby enemies? Okay, so she's nowhere near as good as Master Lepus. Master Lepus does 410. How about the Hatter? He does damage to... Okay, so it's not as much as the Hatter either, but she is at fast speed. It's just slightly more than... No. I don't know. We'll have to see what her damage comes out as when when a few people have actually ascended her, but it seems to me her damage might be quite low, especially to the minor damage to nearby enemies. I've got to be honest, I'm on the fence with this one. I'm on the fence whether if you haven't got any other blues that hit 3, then absolutely, yeah, ascend her. But if you're looking for her to be a sniper, I would look elsewhere. Particularly as Magni alone is a good sniper, and so is Thorn. What? Ooh, actually, yeah. What is Thorn and I have to find him. Richard. What's their damage? Oh, I'm looking in the elemental, so I'm like a fucking idiot. Okay, Richard's is 415 and minor to nearby enemies, but he is average. Thorn, where are you? You big ice sword looking motherfucker. Oh yeah, this is 490. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure, particularly if you have mana troops. I think I'd rather use a Richard or a Thorn than her. I just don't think she does enough damage, but I may be wrong. Yeah, I'm still on the fence with it. The dispel every 3 turns is quite nice, but that could probably be cleansed. Unless it's a buff for her. I'm not sure whether that counts as a buff for her or whether it'd be an ailment for the other team. If that dispels buffs from the target and nearby enemies, If that ends up being a buff for her, great. If it ends up being an ailment to the other team, then that's not so great, because chances are it'll just get dispelled. But anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm on the fence with this one. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you next time.